Hi, I'm Dean Argent, a university qualified mechanical engineer. I'm a licensed motor dealer and the owner of usedvehiclesales.Hyundai. Ooh, getting stalked by the guard dog.com.au. And in this video, I'm going to take you on a walkthrough of our vicious guard dogs. Well, there's two. No, I'm not. We're going to go for a walkthrough of this 2007 model Hyundai Tucson 4x4 SUV that I have for sale right here on my yard, closely protected by the two guard dogs. So let's go for a walk around. Now, first thing I want to tell you about this car right here, right now, is it has some issues with the paint. They're not bad issues, they're not safety or reliability issues or anything like that. It's just got some paint stuff, and I'll show you that as we go around. But if you have a look down the side, there's no major dents to speak of. There are a few little stone chips around the bonnet. See where they're white? You can probably touch them up, you wouldn't even see them. And if you have a look down this side here, there's a few little scrapes and scratches, but all in all, it's a nice car in great shape. I'm probably overstating how bad it is. It's not that bad, it's all nice and straight. It just has a few cosmetic-y, issue-y thingies, and that's why the car's so cheap. So it's got the alloy wheels, looking sexy, and it is the SX model, which means if you get this one, not only do you look sexy, you get lots of sex. So I like it already. So let's have a look in there. So it's got all the power windows and all that sort of stuff. It's got the cruise control going on here. Here, have a look at the condition of these seats. They are in good shape. Everything works in this car like it should. And we've got the, can you see that? I'll turn that on. It's got the 160, I think. Yep, 160 Ks, which is really low Ks for these. I see these in the high 200s and going strong. So I've got all the radio unit there with the aircon all working like it should. It is the 5-speed manual. You can stash your stuff in there, put your coffee and your stubby there. Not that I condone stubbies. Yes, I do. I lie. I love stubbies. So there's just showing you around, having a good look at all the stuff. So that's everything that's going on inside here. It's got a steering wheel. Need those. Couple of pedals and a hairy leg. So let's keep moving around. So like I say, it's just a nice, safe, reliable little car. It's quite tidy, but like I said, there are some issues with the paint. You can see there that there's some sort of, I don't know, you get back here, you can't really see it, but you can see it on the thing, like there's some sort of, you can feel it, some sort of thing. But anyway, that's because it's really bright and shiny. When it gets used and a little bit of road dust, you don't even see that. But I like to be up front and tell you that those things are there. If you drop the seats down, you can see there's a load of space in here for doing whatever you want to do in there. What would you do in there? Me too. So I just like to show you that. I'll go around the back here. We'll have a look. Oh, it's got the roof racks up there. So if you want to stick your mother-in-law up on the top, well, you can, because you probably don't want to travel in the car with her. Now, it does have a door and it does have a glass. I'll show you what they're for in a sec. The door is so you can open that up and I can go, well, look at all that space. But you can put your fridge in here if you're taking it off road and plug it in there. That's pretty cool. Got a spare tyre and stuff down under there. Tow bar. But they've taken the shin buster part off it. So when you walk past here, you don't bust your shins. Isn't that considerate? But if you do ever need to tow something, well, there's the tow hitch thingy there. And away you go. So if I put these seats back up, oh, you just got to lift that like that. These are really good, these cars, because you can do it one-handed. And there it is, back up. That's the middle seat belt. You can actually push that there, and that middle seat belt comes up and stows up in the roof if you haven't got a centre passenger in there. So, where were we? Now, I want to show you something that I really like about these. So the back door closes like so, but you've got this thing here with glass, where if you pull that, and pull on that handle right there, up she goes. So why is that such a good feature? Because when you are on a road trip, one of the kids has a spew, mum can open up the glass, stick a hand in there, get the spew rag, go and clean up the job. If you don't have that, and you might have a trailer on, the car's packed to the brim full of stuff, you open that, all your gear falls out all over the road, it's dark, you're treading on stuff. Well, I know, because this has happened to us. In fact, I remember one of my boys was using the iPad, so involved, spews on it, I feel it on the back of my neck, wipes it off, keeps driving. And because we had one of those glass things, we didn't lose cargo onto the side of the road. Was that an overshare? Probably was. Let's keep moving along. So it's got a wheel. Oh, you can have a look there, the condition of the tyres. Looks pretty good. Another seat here. Put her up, there we go. There's a few little marks on that seat. They're not as bad as they look in the video, but there are a few little marks there. Nothing the kids aren't going to fix in 5 seconds flat if you have kids. And you can see down on the floor there, it has carpet. Bit more of a look around. So when the cars come into the yard, we do 6 levels of inspection. The first one is we do a road test. We drive it around a very specific test track and we listen for all those noises and stuff that shouldn't be there. Then we do a yard test. And so in the yard test, what we're looking for is that everything works like it should, like the windows go up and down, the fan works, everything in the car is working like it should. And if it's not working, I will have mentioned it in the previous video. Then it goes into mechanical. The mechanic's got quite an extensive checklist of things that he inspects, things like is the spare tyre there and is it fully inflated and all those sorts of things. All that stuff's done and that's what's covered off in mechanical. So that's the 3rd level. On the 4th level, we do a roadworthy inspection. We get an independent mechanic who does his roadworthy inspections on the vehicles. He's licensed by Queensland Transport to come out or do them at his facility. Either way, it doesn't matter. But he does the inspections on them. He gets underneath every single car and he checks all the suspension components and all the things that are required for the roadworthy. So we have a properly done roadworthy certificate by an independent person come out as well. And then on the 5th level of check, we do a quality assurance or a QA run. What happens there is someone who hasn't driven the car and hasn't worked on it, he then goes and drives the car after it's been through mechanical, and he's basically doing a double check like what a buyer would do. They'd get in it and if there's a noise, they're like, "Ooh, what's that noise?" or stuff like that. He comes back, if there's any of those things, then we've identified them through the QA run. And what that does for you is it allows, well, from my point of view, it allows me to know and stand there quite confidently and know that the car is prepared properly. And then on the 6th level of check, what we do is before the car goes out, so after it's finished the QA, the cars then go out the front of the yard, and you would have seen them in the background of the previous part of this video, and they sit out there until they go out. Well, before they go out, we do another level, the 6th level of check, where we just check that the wipers are still working, that the little sprayers haven't blocked up, that none of the bulbs haven't stopped working or any of that sort of stuff. So there's the 6 levels of inspection that we do on each one of the cars. Now, I don't expect you to believe me when I tell you I prepare the cars like that, but as you could tell from the previous video, we are on dirt. I do not have concrete, I don't have flags, I don't have salesmen ready to pounce on you when you come down. In fact, this is me pouncing on you now. So if you're still, hello, you there? Hello, come back so I can pounce on you some more. So if you're still there, the reason I'm telling you this is because I don't have all that expensive shit. We don't have the overheads. And it allows me to put the money back into the cars. And that's why, but I don't expect you to believe that either. But what you should do is go and have a look at our Facebook reviews and you'll see the vast majority of our buyers are more than delighted with their car because of the work we put into preparing the cars. So with that, we have buyers, they come from way up north, like up Cairns, way out west. They catch the train down, they catch the plane to Brisbane, they catch the train to our location here, and then they drive their car off. If we don't prepare the cars properly and they fall apart on their way home, they don't get on Facebook and write good reviews. So that's why I'm proud of the level of all of the cars that I prepare. Although I muck around in these videos, what I don't compromise on is the quality and the standard that the cars are prepared to before they leave the yard. And that's reflected in our Facebook reviews. The link is included on this page, so go and have a look and see what the crowd says about working with us. So because of the work we put into the cars, all the prices are fixed. If you turn around and go, "Hey Dean, are you negotiable?" I'd be like, "Yes, I'm negotiable, but why would you want to pay more?" So I do that because I can't take out what we put into those cars, and frankly I don't want to. If the cars don't meet the standard or they can't easily be brought up to that standard, I launch them off through an auction. And that's why you shouldn't buy cars from auctions, because that's where blokes like me dump our garbage. Okay, so this car has been through all the inspection and is come up properly and is prepared properly. So therefore I have nowhere to move on the price. The prices are already good anyway, otherwise you wouldn't have clicked on and got this video. So The prices are all fixed. And the last thing I want to tell you, before I tell you what comes with the car for the price you see it advertised, is that we need to make appointments to come out. Now, we are not your typical yard, like I said before. We're not equipped for people just to roll up and walk out. You're more than welcome to come and check the cars out and take them for a spin. I've got no trouble with that. But you just need to let us know when you're coming. We've got a couple of guard dogs that roam around here, and we put those away when people are coming, and that way no one gets bit. Everyone's happy. So if you let us know when you're coming, we'll put the dogs away, we'll open up the gates, and we can show you the car and you can have a look over that and any others that might work for you, whatever you want. So please make an appointment before you come out. So what comes with the car for the price you see it advertised for? Good question, and I'm glad that you asked. So firstly, when the cars go through mechanical, one of the things we do is a fresh service. So your vehicle has been freshly serviced and you will not need to do any scheduled maintenance for the next 10,000 Ks or 6 months, whichever comes first. It's got guaranteed no money owing, guaranteed not stolen, guaranteed never written off. I'll show you all that on the paperwork when you come on down. And it's also got a current roadworthy certificate. So we have the independent inspector. He's got a license from the Queensland government, and he's the one who says this car is in a roadworthy condition. So we've brought the car up to that standard as well. So it comes with the roadworthy. So yes, we do trade-ins, and if you need help with your finance, there is a link up the top of this page that says no deposit finance. You can put your details in there and our finance guy will come back and he'll give you a quote on exactly how much it will cost you per week to drive away in this fine automobile. Well, I'm Dean. Thanks for watching this video. If there's anything I haven't covered, feel free to give us a call, drop us a text, or whatever you want to do. We can take payment by cash, by credit card, by internet transfer, bank check, however you want to do it. Best off if we do internet transfer. That one works best for us. But however you want to do it, it's entirely up to you. Well, I'm Dean. Thanks for watching the video. If there's anything I haven't covered, feel free to give us a call, drop us a text, and I look forward to meeting you soon. See ya.